Religion gods never speak for themselves. Sit with that for a moment. For a moment. Again, religion's gods never speak for themselves. They don't show up to clarify misunderstandings. They don't correct contradictions. They don't address the divisions that were created in their names. It's always humans speaking on their behalves. Humans interpreting, humans explaining, humans defending, humans arguing, different voices, different versions, different conclusions. Yet each one claiming certainty. And somehow, you dig, everyone is convinced they're hearing the true, and that's what quotes, the true message. Think about how strange that really is. A supreme, all-powerful, yet completely dependent on human voices to communicate, to explain, to justify. And those human voices, they disagree, they divide, they compete. Each one certain, each one convinced, each one ready to defend their version on the absolute truth. So the question becomes, if the source is one, why are there so many voices? Again, if the source is one, why are the voices so many? Now, let's take a deeper step. Let's take a step further, deep into this thing. Some would say, I don't follow religion. I just worship God in truth and in spirit. And at first, it sounds different. It sounds independent. It sounds free from structure, right? Right? But pause. Again, let's look deeper. Let's look deeper. Where did that idea come from? Huh? The language, the concepts, the framework of truth and spirit, they are not still rooted in the same systems. You dig? The same systems they claim to have stepped away from. Because you may reject the label, but still operate within the same foundation. And that's where the real question begins. Not to attack, but to provoke thought. What color is your confusion? What color is it? Huh? Because confusion does not always look like chaos. Sometimes it looks like confidence, built on ideas that were never really fully examined. Sometimes look like independence, right? Looks like independence while still being shaped by inherited beliefs. B-E-L-I-E-Fs. B-E-L-I-E-Fs. Sometimes look like clarity until you start asking deeper questions. This is not about mocking belief, understand me. It's about examining consistency. Because if every explanation still comes through humans, if every interpretation, right, still depends on human understandings, if every certainty is still built on perspectives that differ, then maybe the issue is not just belief itself, but how uncritically it is held. Uncritically it is held. So instead of rushing to defend, pause. Slow down. You did? Slow down. Slow the hell down. Reflect, question. Because true clarity does not fear examination. And anything that cannot stand questioning was never as solid, was never ever as solid as it seemed. Oh, you don't feel me though, but you will. Continue to unlearn, relearn, and learn. Continue to evolve. Peace.